Okay, in this video we are going to show how to send a ClickDimensions email from Workflow. So I'm in Microsoft Dynamics CRM, I'm in the settings area, and I have selected Workflow, and I am going to create a workflow that sends an email to a lead when their rating field has changed. This is just an example to show how to send a ClickDimensions email from Workflow. So I'll click New, I'll get a workflow screen. I will call this rating change email for leads. I will make sure and select lead as the entity type that this workflow is going to act against. I'll leave this as new blank workflow and just start from scratch, and I'll click OK. Now, I'm going to run this under the context of the organization, and then I am going to specify that this workflow should run when one of the lead attributes changes. So one of the fields on the lead changes. In this case, I said I would do it based on the rating field, so I'm going to go down and find the rating field of the lead. So every time that rating field changes, this workflow will run. And sending an email from ClickDimensions through Workflow, you're actually creating an entity. So what we've done is we're going to use the create record step, and we are going to send ClickDimensions email. And the way we do that is by creating the send ClickDimensions email entity. So I create this entity and just set the properties. One of the properties, as you can imagine, is the template that I'm going to send. So I'll just choose a template. I will give it a subject. And I will specify that the email should come from the record owner. I will also put another user there because sometimes the record owner won't necessarily have an email address on file. So I'll put a backup in there. And then I need to make sure that the recipient is set. Since this workflow is running on leads, I know that I don't need a recipient for account or contact because it's only going to run on lead records. So when I click into the lead field, I can simply accept these defaults over here for dynamic values. So I can specify that it should go to the lead. I'll click add and then OK, and it will simply populate this dynamic value, meaning it's going to address the email to that particular lead. And with this, I'm done. So really, sending an email from Workflow through ClickDimensions is just a matter of creating this send ClickDimensions email entity. So I will save that. I will save and close this, and then it's in draft status, so I'll need to publish it. And it will go through the publish process. And that sometimes can take a second. And then when I'm back in looking at leads, and I have a record here, I'll just use this record. And I'll look and see there are no workflows that have run against this record. I will change him from a warm to a hot and save. And now, because I have changed his rating and saved his record, as soon as workflow runs, I will get a workflow record. So I can see this workflow is in progress, and I can refresh it, see that it's succeeded. If I double click on the workflow, I will see that it followed my step, it put a check, and it sent the ClickDimensions email. So that's how you send an email from ClickDimensions using Workflow.